let output from there, but you won't hear anything
until the mics are turned on.
Until the mics are turned on in there. Yeah. So everybody make sure it's up at mouth level, so up a little bit on yours, and yeah, right there, and there. I think we're good.
NASA.
And if you have to cough, there is a cough button.
You hold it down.
You push and hold the cough button. If you have to
like
cough,
that.
there's a cough
So you don't want that in everybody's ears, see?
Yeah.
Yeah, it spikes on the air. So.
And we don't want any.
Well, this morning has been crazy.
It's almost over.
Yeah. Hour and 56 minutes and the morning's over.
Well, I go in and I just set up snacks and I get the kids ready to go into their classrooms for $200. They asked me to come in and do that, and it's every other week.
Heck yeah.
Monday through Friday.
What school?
Reno Technology Academy, which is actually how I got started on the radio. Okay. So in the afternoon I go
Stand
back
by,
at
everybody.
1 and teach. So I'm
Wow. We need to talk, girl.
Here we go. Stand by.
here we go.
In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Good morning, friends. Thanks for listening to us this morning or watching us on Facebook or YouTube. We appreciate you being here. You can join the conversation and call us at 877-790-8255. Again, that number is 877-790-8255. Please give us a call, ask a question. Also, you can leave us a comment on our watch party, which is going on right now on Facebook as soon as we get switched over. So you watching out there, we'll be with you in just a second here live as we get things switched. We took a break last week. We kind of needed it. Here in, I think, a couple weeks, I'm going to be on the air a year. And I've only podcasted once, and it was around Christmas time. And I just felt because of businesses, you know, most people, you know, they're going out of town for the week or whatever. I decided to just podcast that. And then we're back with a wonderful group of guests. We have CJ Gildner, right? Gildner? Yes? Okay. Can I say things for you to write this one, this show?
Anytime.
And I have Kathleen Hanley, and then I have Pasquale
Morning, Jovinella.
It was there and then it went. But we're so glad to have you here. And of course, my co-host, Zach Hill, thank you for being here this morning.
It's always a pleasure, Anita.
It's a fun time. I hope everybody had a great holiday weekend. Let's see, what else? If you can't listen to the whole show today or whatever, you can catch it, you know, when you can at Business Connections with Anita page on Facebook, or you can listen to us on a podcast on your favorite podcast platform. And we're on YouTube, like I said, and also, obviously, America Matters Media. And you can listen to the podcast on their website at americamatters.us. And we're sending our love and prayers out to Eddie Floyd, and he's at home recuperating, and we just want him to know that we love him and that we're thinking of him. And Zach, I forgot to give you the notes on Dan Kim's event.
Well, I know a little bit about it since I'm in a networking event.
Yeah,
with
July 18th.
Next week, Thursday night. It's going to be at the Magic Shop.
Okay.
And,
Now, this show is going to be for Comedy Central. He's trying to get there, right?
Yeah, he's basically kind of like an audition pre-screened for Comedy Central, and he's aiming to get back into doing shows on the cruise line.
Yeah, he's a hypnosis. He does hypnosis with comedy, I guess, is what he does. And that would be fun job. Go on a cruise. How happy people are on a cruise, right? That'd be
For
fun.
my painting parties.
Brilliant. Oh, vacations are coming for you. We were just talking about vacation. Jake Jimrick out there in Indiana, he's needing a kidney, and he's on the list. He's on the list for Minnesota and Indiana. And we want to just help him any way we can. If you need information about how you can help him, you can contact me through email, anita@americamatters.us. Do you have an update on David? How's he doing? I know he's been struggling a little bit.
He's doing very good right now. Obviously, when you have a kidney transplant, afterwards you have to acclimate to the medication, and no two human beings are the same, so he's going through that process. I just made some chicken gumbo for him and his dad. They loved it, and so, I mean, he's starting to eat somewhat
Good.
well. You know,
Good.
he still has to watch
Well,
everything.
I absolutely adore Pete, his dad. I just had a really great conversation with him when I went to the fundraiser out there in Dayton, and I just really hope that every day's a better day for David.
It's getting
And
there.
now we're going to help Jake.
Yes.
And you know how that came about, right? Because I was helping David, now Jake needs help.
Great.
Can you tell us about Christian and Rough Riders, please?
Yeah, so Christian, he was originally intending to be here today, but he's out camping in the wilderness with his sons, and they were enjoying themselves so much they decided to take an extra day out there. So, touch on it for Christian, roughriders.org. You know, it's in the business of saving dogs on death row. You could check out the webpage roughriders.org/unadoptables and find out all the dogs they are currently trying to place. Or reach out if you want to help him. What's the new term he's doing?
Well,
Temporary homes for the dogs?
yeah, temporary instead of fostering. We're calling it temporary homes. He's in need of people just wanting to take dogs in for a little bit until they can find them a forever home. It's a lot better situation for the dog because they don't get as stressed like they do in a shelter. And so...
And the food's given to you, toys.
Yeah, it's all,
bowls.
everything's provided for you, so you just provide
some
the
love.
space and love, yeah. I just got a New Yorkie mix. My other one, you know, as we know, passed away. And she's the greatest little joy. Mario and I just love on her so much when we get home. She's just the cutest little thing. She has one bad habit, which we're trying to break, but I take her on lots of walks throughout the day to get that, hopefully, ironed out soon. She likes to take after. She doesn't know her size, so you know.
Yeah,
She
me
likes
neither.
to bark, and she's uncontrollable, and we're just working with her. I don't think she's been socialized enough, so she's now stopped barking at people that walk by to the trash can. So that's we have a lot of traffic because we know all our neighbors because we're close to the dumpster. It sounds bad, but it's really not, folks. Really, it's not bad. Actually, I've gotten some really great finds out there. You would not believe what people throw away when they're getting ready to move. And you know, I found a stroller out there. We have just a few seconds. I'm gonna run it out. But I found a stroller out there, and it was a Jeep stroller, all-terrain jogging with the MP3 thing. So we cleaned it up and everything and turned it for $40. Folks, you stay right with us. We'll be right back.
That's a good find. Holy moly.
I got a gas grill.
Yeah.
All we had to do was get the propane tank, clean it up a little bit.
Yeah.
I got a storage thing that's a plastic 3-bin storage thing. We got a rug
Yeah.
for the dining room.
Yeah.
What else have I found out there? I
the
keep bringing
dumpster.
stuff. They just set it outside the dumpster.
Yeah. Yeah.
Couches,
Yeah.
toddler beds.
That's how I've gotten all of my little tea pitchers and things like that for
Yeah.
pouring and stuff. People leave them by the dumpsters.
crazy.
Nothing wrong with them.
Now,
you need to try
I got a dog crate, you know, one of those $80 ones. I looked up off of the porch because Mario and I have our kitchen table out on the porch patio, so we can indoor outdoor living kind
Yep,
of thing.
I like that.
Yeah, and it overlooks the golf course, so it's really pretty. You know, noisy but pretty. Wish we were a little higher, then the noise would be buried by the, we're right on McCarran. Whittican and McCarran. Sullivan.
Okay.
Hells Angels. There's a apartment
yeah.
right there.
You're well protected.
We heard their fireworks that they put off every year.
Too bad the fire department didn't know that last year, huh?
What's funny is when I'm in my bathroom, I was complaining about this to Mario last night. I'm like, when I'm in the bathroom, I can hear the traffic. And I said, it makes me feel like I'm in a motel. You know how you go and stay somewhere and you can hear the traffic outside or whatever through the vents? I'm like, too much stimulation for me. Because it's busy right in that area. Because it's right between Rock and Sullivan. So, you got all the traffic. Sirens, motorcycles wanting to get on it after they get through Sullivan. Yeah. They get on it. They're probably doing 100 miles an hour. I'm not kidding you.
Oh, yeah.
In that stretch right there.
Wow.
And Mario and I were like, one day we're going to hear it.
Yep.
Because we did hear that. We actually felt it when we lived in my other condo.
Right.
We were sitting there. It was Memorial Day weekend. We were sitting on the couch. And someone got killed on Clear Acre.
Oh, geez.
Right by Rainbow Market, up that hill right there. And we felt that impact.
Not good.
No.
Yeah.
I don't want to feel or hear that again.
Do you have a sound wall nearby that they crash into? I'm not joking.
Sound
wall by it?
I don't. I'm right by Ben's Liquors, and they have a walking path that goes that way.
Oh.
But I am up on top of a hill, though.
Yeah.
All right.
Here we go. Such a bad thing, Pepsi in the morning.
So is that.
Thanks for staying with us this morning, friends. Everybody on Facebook Live on the air, or following up with us on podcast or one of our recordings. We appreciate you. If you're just tuning in, you can catch the whole broadcast on americanmatters.us/podcasts. Business Connections with Anita airs every Wednesday at 10 a.m. until 11 on KCKQ right here, AM 1180, American Matters. Now, back to you, Anita. Can dive in?
Yeah, because we have a lot of information to cover and a little bit of time.
Rise Med Health.
Yes.
It's a good thing.
Yes. Let me see here. Thank you for driving in from Dayton to be here with my radio friends and my Facebook Live friends and all those people out there that are going to catch us later. We've had a little bit of history.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't remember how we met.
We met through the passing of Dennis Romeo.
That's right.
Because you mentioned something on Messenger and I saw it and I conversed with you and then we became friends and I became friends with someone else at the same time and we write back and forth every week.
Wow.
And she's across the world and I love her to death. And she's actually making a visit next month I think it is, and I'm hoping to give her a big hug. So here in the States. Back to you.
Yes, ma'am.
So there's benefit plans for individuals, companies, and associations.
Yes. So let me ask you a question.
Okay.
In the last year or so, or 5 years or whatever, when you've stopped working at one job on a Friday and you go to a new job on a Monday, what happens?
Your benefits go.
Your benefits go away.
You got 30 days, though, usually.
Yes, through COBRA.
Yeah, and it's expensive.
It's expensive. So we have affordable plans that you can purchase year-round.
Oh.
Which is really nice. So when you decide after 5 years with one company you want to go to another company, you can still have those benefits. And we have several different programs that fit your needs. Not everyone has the same needs. I mean, if you're healthy, you don't go to the doctors a lot, you haven't been in the hospital in the last 20 years, why do you want to spend $700 for a policy? So all of our plans are Obamacare mandated, which is really nice. One of the things that we have is telemedicine. You can purchase that as a standalone product, or if you buy one of our policies, it's already included, which is a good thing. And so telemedicine also includes behavioral health and mental health, which is really wonderful. And I tell you what, I could have used it about 10 years ago when there was a blizzard and I had a little injury and had to go to urgent care. Yeah. I still would have had to go, but still, I could have talked to a doctor on the phone, or a nurse's licensed practitioner or whatever at the time. I just had no choice. I actually had to go in the blizzard. So, So telemedicine's really good.
I understand that there are benefit plans in the marketplace. What about your different plans?
Well, we have something that's called the Minimal Essential Coverage, also known as a MAC. It's ACA compliant, so that's Obamacare compliant, and it has preventative health services. It includes the telemedicine, the formulary drug coverage, so that would be something like your generic drugs and stuff, and then some hospitalization for in-network and additional plans that are for out-of-network as well. Also, these plans are available in all 50 states.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
This is really cool. I mean, so if you go up to Colorado, you can use the plan. That's really good. I really like Rice Med Health. Really.
Yes. Very exciting, though, to have that opportunity to be covered, because you just never know. We see all the time on Facebook those memes and different things, don't take today for granted because you just never know, and it really is true. You don't know.
Right. So we also have
covered.
Yes, we also have limited benefit plans. Those are the LBPs. They cost a little bit more, but you get a little bit more in there. So you're going to get everything that's in a MAC plus additional coverage. So again, I'm going to back up and say it's affordable. It's whatever you need. And so
you can purchase just what you need and not everything.
That's right. That's right. We also have dental, vision, things like that. The LBP plans are designed for individuals that fall into disease management or prenatal. Okay? There are unique plans that address health coverage enrollment for individuals who are in limbo. I already told you about that. So that's, to me, that is like the most wonderful thing. You are no longer locked into open enrollment.
That's awesome.
You are no longer locked in. Take it or leave it. Really, seriously. So, let's see, what else is there?
Well, I was going to ask you, what network are you with?
There's First Health. We have several different ones. We have Aetna, and then we also have the USA PPO network, which is wonderful. It's across the United States. It's really absolutely wonderful. You are covered, period. Wow. So, let's see. Aetna, First Health, USA PPO network, which is, it's a huge asset. It really is. So, you can use any urgent care center, labs, search for PPO providers. I can help you get your little directory if you're not computer savvy. Only takes a few questions and you've got a book ready for you, and I can have it emailed to you. So that's
customizable.
Yes.
And that's really what healthcare should be about, really, I believe, because, as you go through things in life, your needs change.
Well, one of the things, too, is Obamacare, the program, you have your different policies that you can get, but the one thing that has never been done is take into consideration that end user, the end user. What are your needs? So we listened. We heard what you wanted. We have a team of people who are always looking for things to make the policy better. I mean, all the time. And so we listened, we heard, we can bring whatever you need. So we can put it together for you.
That sounds awesome. You mentioned telemedicine. Can you tell me more about that and how it works?
Okay. The telemedicine product that we use is remedy.me. There's a few out there. We like this one. You can buy it as a standalone product, I already told you that, or if you buy one of our insurance products, it comes with it. It's available 365 days a year, 24 hours a day. Really nice. It's both English and Spanish. With the prescription program, once you get one of our policies, we'll show you how to sign up with it and put in your current prescriptions in there, and we help keep the costs down. Part of that telemedicine includes behavioral health, mental health, domestic violence and family counseling, diet and nutrition counseling, and they're evolving every day. They're bringing something else into it. But those are the key factors that we as consumers look for. So, I love it.
Awesome. How long have you been involved with them?
I've only been involved less than a year, but the product itself has been around for several years now. Because what happened when we first got Obamacare? It was really expensive.
Quite so.
The average family can't afford those fees. So now we have people coming to us, oh, you say affordable, what do you have? I ask them, what do you want to spend? What do you need?
What's your budget?
What's your budget? How many are in your family? Any major illnesses? The standard questions when you're doing a health questionnaire. So we can tailor products for them. We have over 17 different types of products. These are just the few, the ones that are the really affordable ones that I love. I absolutely love. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I know that these things are coming into factor a little bit more as we go through the years here, the behavioral health.
Yes.
We're seeing a lot more of, especially in our children, coming into middle school and those kinds of things. They're just, they need medical attention.
Our hormones are...
Yeah, their
starting
hormones, and then they might have autism, or we were talking about that before. The show, every family needs a different plan.
A different plan.
It's like DNA. We're all made up different, and we all need a health care that's for us.
Yes, and so that's where the telemedicine comes in with that health and nutrition. I absolutely love that. To me, that's a great thing, because when you talk about a person that has autism, nutrition plays a big part of it. Would you want to give them a soda pop?
No.
No, okay.
I don't want to give any
Kool-Aid?
child any sugar whatsoever.
Yeah. So, exactly.
I've learned my lesson, even though I don't have children, folks, but I've learned my lesson real quick on the sugar thing. Like if you're watching them or something, and then you're wondering why they're a monster.
Yeah.
Over there, it's just they're overloaded.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
So the telemedicine is great because of the diet and nutrition stuff. And then, so I wanted to tell you about the formulary drug coverage.
We got 35 seconds. Do you want to do that now? Or
Well, I'll just tell you the name of it, and then we'll
Okay.
come back to it.
Okay.
It's called Integrated Prescription Management, also known as IPM. It's one of the biggest prescription management firms in the nation. And so anyway, I'll tell you more when we get back.
Yeah, we just have a little bit on that, and then we'll get on with wrapping up with CJ on Rise Med Health, and you can see more about that at risemedhealth.com if you want to check it out while we're on the air.
Oh, sure.
We'll
Yes.
be right back, folks.
Thank you.
Stay with us.
That was always a source of contention with me is insurance plans. They put everything in it, and when you get to a certain age, you don't want the maternity plan.
Right, I don't need to dump tax. I'm never going to be pregnant again.
And they jack it up when because there are, I don't know the percentage, but a boatload of people have serious illness, and they need serious meds, and they need serious attention. I want something for a healthy body. Right. Nobody's giving me anything for a healthy body.
Preventative stuff.
Well, the telemedicine is like the number one thing. When you get a policy with it, it's wonderful. I can't quote prices because everyone, is different. Would be asking you privacy questions.
It's like buying a car. Either you get the basic or you get the elite.
Right.
Pricing's different.
Well, guess what? We could go in between that now.
That is great. It's about time. It's called Rise Med Health.
Rise Med Health, yep. I'll give you this when we're done. You
Okay.
can look at it and read it.
And when Obamacare came out, that pissed me off too. Somebody told me that of course they've done it with car insurance and whatnot, so you have to acclimate to it. But you have to have it, but it costs $1,400. So I'm going,
Right.
I'm healthy and I'm not pregnant, so come on. Help me out here, folks.
Right.
So if you get in an automobile accident, you have automobile insurance that's
Yep.
going to take care of
I just got
some of the
Medicaid.
medical. You
I just
what?
got Medicaid.
Okay. Well, I'm in the process of trying to get off all the medications because
I don't take
will
any.
be switching
Me
to
neither.
this one.
But I
But-
need my teeth pulled. All the bottom need to come out now. And they're-
Dental starts at $25 a month.
Jump back. Was that just a cleaning?
You get a little more than just a cleaning. There's also one that's in the 40s, so that if you have like a dental emergency or whatever, you can have those taken care of. Obviously, even with the basic, if you had a dental emergency, it would help take care of it. Not all of it, but I mean it's better than nothing, right?
Yeah.
Because dental is pretty expensive
Dental
too.
is way expensive.
And dental is not ACA mandated,
Nope.
so that's up to you. Neither is vision.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I just finally got contacts back after 3 years because, upside down life. So it took me a while to get on my feet to get it. Oh, what's going on?
Wow. Started talking to me, it scared me.
So when you talk about formulary drugs, those are your generics, and then they go all the way up from tier 1 to tier 4. So you can imagine tier 1 is going to be the little more expensive ones.
Well, here we go.
Okay.
Thanks for staying with us this lovely Wednesday morning here in Reno, Nevada. We've got some great guests, and we don't want to delay because we've got a lot more information to cover. Gonna wrap up with CJ here and Rise Med Health.
Yeah.
Dive back in. We were just touching on the
Integrated Prescription Management, also known as IPM.
Okay.
They are the original creators of the e-script. Do you know what an e-script is? You go to the doctor.
Electronic script.
Yeah.
They automatically send it over, so you don't have to worry about the little piece of paper.
To your pharmacist, and that kind of cuts down on some of the bad things that can happen.
And I imagine assist with being able to read them, right?
Exactly. So,
Good
we have
point,
the
Zach.
IPM program, which is another good feature as well. They provide more prescription coverage under the Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3 plans. And so when you talk about formulary coverage, you start thinking about generic drugs. Okay, and then there's Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, and there's even a Tier 4. Let's imagine what those are, okay? They keep going higher and higher and higher. And so let's say you go to the doctors and you have to have one of those more stringent prescriptions. Well, we can help negotiate the price down for you. That's one of the services that we do. We also give you a prescription card, whereas when you go to some of the pharmacies, you may pay $10 a month for those, and so you're going to have, if you think about it, you're already going to have $120 savings for the whole
I know
year.
diabetics medication, is very expensive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, anything having to do with the kidney, things like that. Yep,
Yeah.
you got it.
Yeah. Well, your plan sounds amazing. Is there anything else we should know about your plans?
Yes. My favorite thing. Our policy is cross borders. That means you can go 30 miles into Mexico or 30 miles into Canada if you're on vacation or whatever, and you can use the products. You can also use it in Puerto Rico, in Latin America, which is really cool. I absolutely love that idea because I want to go to Mexico and have a blast.
When we leave, cruise ship painting party.
Ensenada, there you go. So that's really nice to have. It really is. So the security is there. It really makes you feel better knowing that you're able to take this policy anywhere. If you go to Idaho or whatever, or you can use it because we have that USC PPO program. So
quick question with that. So can you only get the plan if you live in Nevada, or are you guys in other states as well?
in all 50
Does it matter?
states.
So it doesn't matter. So
All
you can be in
50
any state, so you can get it in
be any
Nevada, then
state.
move across country, and
You
it doesn't
certainly
matter.
can.
Nice.
What you would do
That's
is
convenient.
change your address, and then our servicing department would tell you if there's any things that need to be changed or added or deleted, whatever. So, yeah, but it's available
It's a lot
in
more
all
convenient.
50 states. I love it.
Yes.
Nice.
So how long have these plans been available?
These type of plans have been out for about 3 or 4 years, several years, because what happened when you had the Obamacare and people were screaming, "Oh my God, $1,400, we can't afford that." That's for 2 people maybe. Who knows? So we heard the needs, the needs and the wants.
And saw the bad ways that other companies were trying to slap a
Yes.
minimum essentials plan
Yes.
together
Yes.
that was junk.
So why haven't I heard of them before then?
Because they weren't in the marketplace for a while.
Because you haven't talked
Because
to
you had the
CJ.
mainstream companies, and I don't want to name any of them, but you had the mainstream companies, and let's face it, those mainstream companies are mutual companies. Ours is an association company. So there's a little membership, an annual membership fee that is very minimal. Okay, so that helps with all the different things that we want to provide to our consumers. The other ones, they're just mutual companies. Somebody owns stock in them. Okay, does that answer your question?
Yes.
More money?
So where can people find out more information and get a hold of what your contact info?
Well, dearie, I always forget the toll-free number. Okay. It's 833, and that's why. 833-203-2210, or you can call my back office number, which is 775-241-8508. You can go to risemedhealth.com, or you can call my cell phone, which is 775-400-6443.
Thank you so much, CJ, for being here this morning and giving us some great information.
Thank you, dear.
I'll make sure that this stuff is posted on my website for you.
The whole kit and caboodle.
Yeah, and I'm really excited. I mean, I had butterflies in my stomach having these next guests, well, all of you, but I haven't seen them in a while. And Kathleen, I was trying to remember what month we did our show. We did it live on my iPad, so then I didn't know the date. But it was a while ago.
It was a while ago.
Yeah, last summer, was it?
I was
Or
going to say
fall?
Fall.
Yeah, I was going to say
It
about
was
6
fall.
or 7 months ago.
Yeah.
8
Longer
months?
than that, because we're
Really?
in the 7th month of the year.
Yeah.
I think it was like October, November,
It's something like that, maybe.
and then everything started blowing up some
Because
more.
I had you on, and then a few weeks later, I met Pasquale. I actually met Pasquale through his wife.
How'd you do that?
I was working over at Flirty Lash.
Yeah.
She came in to get her nails done, and I was like, man, I really wanted one more guest for my show tomorrow, and blah, blah, blah. Because I had a guy, William Strickland, he does little ditties right on the spot. Like, he'll do a little tune for you. And then I had Willow Bill, which I love Willow Bill. He's one of the biggest supporters of Business Connections with Anita. And we look forward to him calling on back on the show with kids this fall. But that's how I met him. And he came on, and we had a blast that day, didn't we?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sure. It
He
was
makes,
nice.
Yes, he makes beautiful
Thank you.
custom-made ties. The fabric is from Italy, correct?
Yeah.
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 So, and then I kind of said I think I said on the air to you, hey, I know somebody that does tuxes. I'll have to get in touch with them.
Yeah.
And then I got you two together.
Yeah.
And then how has that grown for you guys?
I think it's grown phenomenally. One, he does exquisite ties, and since I do tuxedos and suits, through my industry, which is Jim's formal wear, you'll have traditional stuff, traditional ties, traditional pocket squares. If you want a pop in your ensemble, this is where I have his stuff displayed. And the exciting part, which I just found out, is if we don't have it displayed there in my studio at 505 Ridge Street, I found out that it only takes a day to have one custom made for whatever outfit you got. So you may rent and or buy a tuxedo and or suit, but you can also buy his ties, bow ties. They're beautiful.
Pasquale, I hope you have lots of hours in your day, because I think you're going to be a 24/7 tie maker here soon.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, I love it. I love sewing, I love it.
Yes.
And it's, thank you for having me here again. And it's a pleasure to be here with Kathleen, the owner just-in-time tuxedo, to talk about our collaboration.
Yep.
So.
And how has that been for you?
It's good.
It's good?
Yeah.
Can be better, always better, but people need to know that we're collaborating.
Well, that he's collaborating,
Yeah.
and that we don't need 6 weeks to order ties.
That's
We can
huge.
have them, if they have a 10, I don't know what is the normal size of a bridal party these days?
Anywhere from 3 to 10.
I was going to say 10.
Yeah.
If you have a party at 10, that's 10 ties.
That's 10 ties. Boom,
That's
boom,
10
boom.
hours.
You're a busy boy.
Yeah.
But that's just one wedding.
Yeah,
We're going to add a few more on there.
Yeah, that's great for me because you can go to the Kathleen studio and see what I make, and see what looks like on you, the color you can choose, the color, it depends the ceremony you have to go, the wedding, the graduation, and you can choose my product. So,
Well, and people have been touching them and feeling them out there in the public. I've seen you've been at a lot of events lately. You were in Knitting Klein.
Yeah.
You did something up there. And did you have a good time up there?
Yeah, good time there. Nice people, great events for me, great sales. Yeah, the people, I noticed they appreciate my product, my arts.
Yes.
My next event is coming quickly. It's on Saturday 30. It's Art Town event. So it took place in McKinley Arts and Culture Center, downtown Reno.
Nice.
It's a showcase in Nevada. Please come and see my,
Yeah.
I wait, all of you.
That's a Saturday.
Yeah, it's Saturday.
Sweet.
Yeah, that'll be a good
30.
day to come and check you out and see what you got going on. I know you've had interviews with newscasters and you've had interviews through papers and all kinds of stuff, newspapers going on.
Even I was a little bit nervous, but it was great. It was great.
Well, we broke you in. We broke you in, and then look what happened.
Yeah, a lot of people recognize me,
Well, now they're really going to recognize you. Because we do have a lot of watchers on our, I've hit 500 views on one of my shows.
Wow.
And so the more you share that broadcast with your friends on Facebook, and our radio friends can share that information, word of mouth is the best. And that's why I love my radio listeners, because they hear me. And then the watchers can watch and hear. And sometimes they want to go back, if they're driving in the car and they want to go and see us. So it's good to have all those platforms for them to see us, and you have an amazing tie on. I really love that with that shirt. My eye keeps going to that. It's just really, really.
Yeah, it's it's a summer necktie with flower. Really nice.
Folks, we got to take another break already, and we'll be back with our last segment.
Beautiful.
Well, maybe.
Beautiful.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, this is a really nice necktie. Look
And
at
I
that.
love you putting those on there.
Yeah, really nice.
Adorable.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Classic, classy.
Next time you come on, you should bring some ties with you.
Okay.
We can hold them up.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Sure. Yeah.
I forgot to mention that you could
Yeah.
do that.
Yes, and I told Catherine I did another event in Legislator Day in maybe in May, if took place every 2 years. And there were a lot.
In Carson City?
In Carson City, lot people from Parliament, from Las Vegas, around here. Very nice. It was great.
The political folks, they're always in a tie.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Good sector to be in.
Yep.
And lawyers.
And lawyers. Yeah, they always need a large selection.
Gratification is where the people, the customer appreciate what you do, so.
This is why I was so excited when he got into Incline. Incline is a tough market to get into when you're dealing with wedding and events. It's kind of like you better pass the test, and they filter you heavily. So when he did a good trade show up there, I'm going, you're in. That's the other thing is hook them up with event planners. As soon as event planner, they're the first people that a bride talks to.
And you know one.
I know. These event planners.
Bridal associations, there's 2 really good ones.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know how it got off.
I turned it off.
Yeah.
But he couldn't hear you.
Oh, okay. So, join the bridal associations. There's August 6th is the next meeting for one of them that I just joined.
Let me borrow this.
You can have it. I have more.
You've got lots of
Just to remember the.
Thank you, and I'm so sorry I didn't bring cards.
The telephone number.
They're in the other car.
I never remember.
So I also do lending for weddings.
You do lending? Lending like furniture prep?
Paying for your wedding.
Oh.
Are you with Dusty?
I'm with Rise Insurance Capital Network. So we have over 50 lenders that we can use.
Now I hooked up with Dusty West or something or other.
I recognize the name.
He had Lending I Do, and his company lend to brides for all their stuff. I didn't know there's another industry around about that.
Yeah, there's a few out there.
Okay. I like your voice. Very soothing. You've been doing this long?
Oh, I'm going back to the show.
Well, I mean, I could bring us back, but you put it in the notes.
I know. But, I'm allowed. Thank you so much for staying with us, folks. We do want to mention again Jake Jimrick out there in Indiana. He's in need of a kidney. If you know anyone that would be a good fit for a donor, I think he's positive blood type.
Like that.
I believe that's what he told me. But we want to keep mentioning it because a good long-term friend of mine asked me to.
Well, what kind of fundraising is he doing?
I'm not really sure what's going on because I'm 2,000 miles away.
Yes.
But I know that he just got back from Minnesota maybe a month and a half ago or so. And so I'll have to touch base with him and see what we can do. Yeah, you could fly to Indiana and do a fundraiser.
Yeah.
I could use a trip home. Pasquale.
Yeah.
Now, we talked about it only takes you about an hour to make these beautiful ties.
Right. Yeah, it depends the fabric, but around 1 hour, 1:15. Yeah, we pay lots of attention to not scratch, the fabric.
Yes.
Otherwise, you have to
Start over.
So, yeah, and we don't want that.
No, we don't want that.
Yeah.
And just-in-time tux over here.
That's me.
Kathleen, can you tell me how far in advance should a bride come and see you to get a tux? Because you're a busy woman.
I have a reputation, and I don't know how I acquired it. I've had brides come 6 months out, and I says, I don't want to I don't want to see it. We have a party, I get all the particulars, but I can really do it in 24 hours.
Wow.
Something happened, I call corporate, they're in Visalia, I said I need da-da-da-da-da-da, and I have it delivered to me on Tuesday by a van and a handsome gentleman who carries it all in and hangs it in my closet.
How wonderful
that
is
awesome?
that? And so, folks, just so you know, it's not just locally here. You can ship worldwide,
Oh,
right,
yeah.
Kathleen?
And I have.
So can Pasquale.
Yep,
We can hook you up with great ties,
Yeah.
with great tuxes.
yep.
That's amazing. Now, do people make appointments with you, Kathleen,
Yep.
online? Or how-
Online.
Okay, how did they do that?
My phone is all over the place. It's with me 24/7. When they link up to the web page, in the web page, it goes straight into email, or they can go through Jim's Formal Wear, because I'm connected to their web page. And soon as somebody is shopping online and they need a specific such and such, it goes straight into my Just-in-Time Tux email.
Okay,
So
and
this-
it's justintimetux.com, correct? Okay, that's good information.
Yeah.
What's your website?
It's pasqualeiovinella.com, or you can call to 775-297-0608,
Okay.
and I can, assist you
Yeah,
for everything.
I have his link on my website already because he's been on the show before back
Yeah.
in December. But so if you're not sure how to spell his name or what he just said, you can always go out to afdesigns.online and find that information. And I'll make sure CJ's is on there as well. Kathleen's on there. So if you're not sure what the name was or whatever, you can just go down the list of links.
Find
We're
everybody.
getting quite a bit of links
Yep.
now. A year's worth of shows. That's 56 links now.
That's cool.
Wow.
Well, Kevin, give me your phone number so I can post it for our Facebook listeners.
775, of course, 560-1751.
All right.
Thank you, Zach. What are some of the color trends? I wanted to hit on this because I'm, the fashionista person or whatever. What fashion
Gray.
trends are you seeing for this fall, color-wise?
Gray, different hues of gray seems to be very popular. Yep. Very
Yeah, the
popular.
bright color. I think bright color, for the
To
summer.
accessorize.
Yeah.
Well, to accessorize
Yeah.
with the grays, but the foundation, I call it the infrastructure, would be different hues of gray, from
Yeah.
charcoal gray to
Yeah.
a light gray.
I understand.
And then all
Okay.
the accessory colors
Yeah.
can pretty much match with it.
And that's
Yeah.
easy because gray is such a neutral color. You
Yeah.
can go really
Yeah.
any way you want.
The gray that you're wearing has a hint of a beige in there. Just a
Yeah.
subtle beige. The
Almost
line.
a champagne color.
Yes.
Yeah. Champagne with
Underlining.
with the light
Yep.
blue flower,
People, you really need
For-
to see this tie. It's
yeah.
amazing.
It's
We keep
beautiful.
staring at his
yeah.
tie over
Sure.
here across the room.
The groom could wear something blue.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
You just put it
Yeah.
all together. I won't be planning a wedding, folks. Sorry to disappoint
I
you.
just have a few more about these neckties I wear today. Because as you know, my product has limited quantity, so I can make 2, 3 maximum, So,
That are
I-
unique.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're
Exactly.
unique, yeah.
I was flipping through some social media and I saw this little bow tie for dogs.
Get out of here.
So I zipped it over to Pasquale. I'm like, have you tapped into this market yet? Because people would pay that for their
Yeah.
dog to have that Italian-made
Oh, yeah.
tie on
my
that
gosh,
on that
yes.
collar.
Yep.
And so I got one for me, and then the other maybe 2, and I have.
Yeah, see, and I need a matching one.
Yeah.
I need one for a little girl, actually. A little girl dog. That'd be cute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure, yeah. I
Maybe
can
it's
make
a headband.
nice for bow tie for women too,
Yeah. Hey, that would be really
Oh, yeah.
cool, actually, with a nice fabric.
I do
Yeah.
a lot of women in tuxedos too.
Yeah.
They look
I just
good.
seen a picture
Yeah.
that you posted where they were all standing
Yeah.
up there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What did you guys think of my marketing ploy for your show today with the storybook? With the fairy tale storybook? Did you see the video? I think you shared it.
Did I?
Yeah, I put a little movie trailer together, and trying to get creative. So, I'd like some feedback about what you thought. And if you want to leave me a review on Business Connections with Anita, it's always appreciated.
I'll do that.
Definitely.
Yeah, because I could use some good reviews.
Well, jump on there and like the page. That way, if you
Yeah.
ever miss a show, it'll alert you after every week's live recording on there.
Yep. And we are here live every week. You know, that's another thing I learned about America Matters. We're the only station that is live hosts, live guests that reach the world.
Get out of here.
Yeah. So you can't beat America Matters.
That's right.
And you know, we're just growing here. We've got all this new equipment. We have great guests. Go ahead, Kathleen. What are you gonna?
No, I've noticed all the updates since I was here last.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Very comfortable, and it's good to see us growing. I can't wait to see what the next year. What do you guys? What's your goals for next year? You're already surpassing this year's.
Totally. Totally. Actually, I don't set goals, and I look at myself. I'm going. All big business owners talk about setting their goals and how they're going to achieve it. They have an outline, and I kind of do it organically, and it's kind of weird, but it works.
You let it come to you.
Boop! I just kind of throw it
See,
up
now
there.
that's how I operate too. We really need to sit down and talk and have a cup of coffee or something.
When I tried to do it structurally, from what I've learned in business, my degree is in business. I had started this business in 2014. 14, 15, 16 was a joke. I mean, I looked at my numbers. My CPA said, "What are you doing? You're wasting your money." I'm going, "Yeah, but I'm having fun."
That's all it counts.
But I hooked up with a lady, About Town Deb, and she taught me, just by communicating, how to do things organically. It has to happen naturally. It's the goosebumpy kind of whoop. And as soon as I started doing that, and also my spastic post on Facebook, because I'm not refined on Facebook. I just put everything out there. And I cross-promote. I'm heavily into cross-promoting.
I love that, and I thank you for that. And I
but you're
thank you
awesome.
also,
You're awesome.
Pasquale.
Thank you.
Because you need to cross-promote, because I got people that he doesn't know, and I got people that you don't know, and vice
Right.
versa.
Yeah.
As soon as I started doing that, 2018, plus a new move, I don't know if there's magic in that, my new location. I'm waiting for some more magic from you. Numbers doubled in 2018, and then I thought I'd stabilize in 2019. My doubled. So if I had to write...
Doubled.
Double. If I had to write, seriously, I mean, I can show you the numbers. I told my husband, I said, look at this. And I'm showing my back office numbers. If I had to teach this, I talked to my husband, I said, baby, how do I teach somebody what I'm doing? Because it's strictly...
On intuition.
Intuition,
And
gut,
meeting people and just
let it fly.
Relationships.
It's like they
Relationships,
Yeah.
say. Yeah,
biggie.
you put it out in the universe, and then you just let it come to you.
And you pick your people.
Yes.
You go by your gut. I don't know if guys function off a gut, but if your gut says for whatever reason, because your brain will counteract that and go, oh no, they need to stay here because of da-da-da-da.
And that's where we don't
screwed up.
recognize the red flag.
Yep.
And then we're like, oh yeah, I shouldn't have done that.
Go by the gut.
Been there, done that, got the t-shirt, thanks.
I got two of them.
Well, Pasquale, what do you got coming up in the next year, you think?
I mean, I have lots,
Lots of you learned how to make ties from your mother, right?
Yes, that's right.
She was a
that's right. She
seamstress?
taught me
That's
the basic, the how sewing, the sewing machine, the thread. Yeah. She was a traditional seamstress.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, for the next year, I would grow.
Oh, I know you're gonna grow.
Yeah, it's a better. Every year is getting better. So.
I am truly humbled that this show brought you two together and that you
Thank
both
you.
are doing so well. And I am so excited to see what this next year brings you. And you're
you,
always
yeah.
welcome back on the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll be
CJ?
coming back.
Yeah, you better come back, girl. I need to hook up with you too and have a little chit chat. I miss your girlfriend time. And radio friends, we thank you for traveling along with us this morning. And we had some great guests and great information. Zach, thank you as always. Beautiful job on your end. And I thank you very much for your time and Business Connections. Anita, it's hump day. We'll see you next week, folks. We love you all, and you are the best part of our week.